It is still cold and rainy outside, so I haven't been spending a whole lot of time on the bike. So I figured it would be a decent time to go through and show and kind of explain some of the gear I got for Christmas. These things were all super cool and varied in what they're used for, and they were a great idea for me. So if you have someone who rides in your life, may be a good idea for future gifts, birthdays, Christmases, anniversaries, whatever. First on my list are the Fly Racing Aurora gloves. These are gauntlet winter gloves, and they have been awesome. They are waterproof and are fully insulated. They are cold weather riding gloves. They are reinforced in all of the heavily used parts of the glove or parts that are commonly scraped in an accident. They do have reflective piping on them, which is kind of nice. It's small, but it's there, which is really cool. They are compatible with touch screens, so I am still fully able to use my phone with my thumb or my index finger while I'm wearing these. They, for winter gloves, have a lot of flexibility, and the dexterity is really awesome. They aren't too thick for me to be able to feel what I'm doing. And one of the things I really liked about this is it has the outer cuff, but it also has an extended inner cuff. So I can slip this inside my jacket pocket and this over my jacket, and then it has this little cinch tie so you can make it nice and tight to really keep air and cold out. When I do get cold while riding, typically my hands are the first things to go, and if you ride, you know that you want to be able to feel your hands. The second thing that was really awesome, also weather related, riding related, wearable, the Scorpion XO Vortex Air Jacket. This is marketed as a 3-season riding jacket with a nice waterproof liner inside. It does have mesh panels in the chest and in the arms. It has these nice zippers as well, which will allow airflow in the summer. And although it is just marketed as waterproof because of the liner actually here in Florida, where it doesn't get super cold, works really well at keeping wind off of you so you don't get nearly as cold. When I rode in this, my hands and my legs and my toes got cold, but my torso really didn't. My arms maybe a little bit, but everything else wasn't too cold. It is very lightweight. It is reinforced in scrape points, and it does have armor in the shoulders, the elbows, and the back. It has multiple adjustment points, 2 on the arm and 1 on the hips. There are the 2 outside chest pockets, the 2 hip area pockets, and then there are 2 inside pockets as well, which I love. I have to carry a lot of things with me, so it's nice to be able to tuck them all away in their own little pocket. There is a nice nighttime reflectiveness on the back and on the upper arms. It has the reflective piping, and it just has a shimmery kind of look to it. There is a lot of mobility. It's very flexible. For me, this was also nice because I'm not very big on bright colors or a lot of different colors. As you guys can probably see in most of my videos, I ride in all black. The bike is black, and that can be dangerous, especially with nighttime riding, but even during the day. So I kind of wanted to start getting into more things that would break up my monochromatic setup, and this is great because it's still a nice gray, which is nice. I love that, and it looks cool with the black, and it'll help me be a little more visible, which is nice. The next item I received that was pretty cool, that was bike related this year, is this disc lock alarm system. It's simple, easy to use, arm, put on the bike. It's very straightforward, and while I know there is no real foolproof 100% effective way to prevent the bike from being stolen, this at least is a good deterrent. And the alarm goes off, I think it goes off for at least 10 seconds at 128 dB, which is loud enough to at least cause a commotion and get someone's attention and maybe at least change someone's mind. It won't rupture any eardrums, but it won't be pleasant. Lock it, arm it, and it's done. And before the alarm actually goes off, it will give a little warning chirp. I believe it's 3 quick beeps before the long, extended, higher alarm goes off. If you're like me and are forgetful, you might forget the disc brake is even on, especially right after you get it. I have read about people moving their bike with the disc alarm still on it, and obviously that's not a good thing. So it does come with this nice bright reflective coil that you attach to the lock and then to your handlebar, so at least it's kind of a reminder that, hey, that's there, don't forget it. Another item I got from a dear friend, which is just vital to have, and I didn't have one yet, is an awesome key tag for my bike's keys. And if you can read this one, it says, "It's not his bike," which I absolutely love. I can't tell you how many times since I started riding I have heard, "Did you ride here with your husband? Does your husband ride? Did your husband get you into bikes?" No, it's mine. I love it. One thing that I decided to pick up myself because I got tired of just lugging my helmet around if I was just walking a little bit away from a parking lot and was still at least within sight, a helmet lock. This is a pretty heavy duty combination locked carabiner. It's nice and coated so it won't scratch anything up, it won't damage your handlebars or whatever it does touch. And then it comes with this T-bar which goes through the D-rings of my helmet. So if I am just walking down a pier or down the sidewalk a little bit, hanging out on a bench a little bit away from the bike, I don't have to necessarily lug my helmet around. I can just lock it to the bike and it will still be there when I get back. The last thing that I have to show you guys is this dual channel motorcycle camera setup that I got. It basically acts as dash cam footage. It is front and rear cameras for the bike. It is meant to capture footage in the event of an accident or anything going on, which is really nice to just have this so I don't always have to throw a GoPro on to make sure that if something happens to me, someone knows what goes on, or if I have to defend myself in court or something like that because of driving, I can prove whatever I need to because of this instead of having to strap on a GoPro. These are full HD 1080p double lens cameras. They are 30 frames per second and have 2 low light sensors in them, so I'm hoping that they'll be really nice. I have not tested these out yet. I was waiting to get large enough SD cards to dedicate to these. So these are kind of cool. The camera starts rolling as soon as the ignition is turned on. It will automatically shut off as well when your ignition turns off. The DVR unit, which is used to monitor playback, control the cameras, is rainproof, so you don't have to worry about that. Again, there are 2 ways to kind of equip that into the bike. You can put it underneath your seat, which is what I will do, or you can attach it to your handlebars so you'll have the monitor right in front of you. Like I said, you could use it as a backup camera if you needed to. It's kind of cool. It does use an SD card. It's a maximum of 128 gigs, but that does make it easier to transfer footage back and forth. You can play back and control some of the footage here. Right from the DVR, so you don't have to remove it to go back and look at what you might have captured. It does have a photo mode as well, which is kind of cool. You can obviously take photos from the footage, or you can do it in preview mode right from the DVR and then just pull the photo. That G sensor, as soon as it detects that an impact has been made to the bike, it automatically locks the footage so it can't be removed from the card or easily manipulated or deleted. So I thought this was pretty cool and would be very useful, as all of this stuff. Everything here I think will be really useful, and I'm so thankful to everyone who thought about me during the holidays and my bike. Eternally grateful. This stuff is awesome. So also just a few ideas for someone in your life that rides maybe. So I hope it was at least a little bit informative. Not a whole lot entertaining going on here right now. Hopefully I will be back out on the bike soon. Until next time.